But when you read The Hangover, that when you get the script,
Yeah.
anything stand out where you go, oh boy?
Well, that was my idea to do it naked.
It was.
Yeah. So that was my. I mean, that was because in the script, Mr. Chow jumps out of it with his slacks on, and I ran this idea by my wife. Old School is one of my favorite movies of all time. That's what Todd Phillips wrote and directed. So I was just like, this is screaming for Mr. Chow to jump out naked, and then. And my wife agreed, and she actually said, you know, if this works, this will be the feel-good movie of the summer because every dude will go home feeling good about themselves. So that's a true quote.
So did you have to talk to your wife first before you talk?
I did run it by my wife. I run everything by my wife. So yeah,
and then when you go in and you talk to these guys,
yeah,
and you say, look, I'd like to play this naked.
Yeah, I told Todd Phillips. I said, you know, what if. You know, what if I do this naked? And he goes, and deadpan. You don't have to tell me twice. That's exactly what. And immediately he made me sign a waiver, a nudity waiver. He knew the idea was perfect, and he immediately, him and his people, like, made me sign like a promise for me to do it, like, in writing. Because it was like because it's in the middle of the movie, and it was like you just kind of inherently knew that. But he would never ask an actor to do it, especially, you know. But that was everything was just kind of came together all at once. That was a very special.
The
time.
other athletes or actors joke during the scene.
Well, the cool thing about it, Bradley Cooper, I just done a movie with him a year prior to The Hangover, so. He, like, because Todd Phillips was like, we need a guy who is going to volunteer for Ken to jump on naked, and Ed Helms and Zach is like, no way. And Bradley was, I mean, he knew where we were going in the movie, like we were going tonally, and Bradley like, you know, I'll sign up for it. And then so we did 40 takes of
40,
yeah, of my privates on his shoulder. So every woman's dream, you know. So
did you ask for extra takes just because it was Bradley Cooper?
I said, can I do one just for me? I said, please, can I do like 80 just for me?
But you're in the trunk naked for how long?
It was a full day. It was a full day in Vegas. They actually the authorities almost closed that set down because it was in an open, it wasn't like in an open field, like in the outskirts of Vegas, and a policeman was like, you know, this has got to stop. You know, and people are like, because they're like residential areas that were going on. And then Todd goes to the cop and he says, I did Old School. He goes, well, you can do that stuff in Hollywood. You can't do it in Vegas. And you see like a big billboard of like strippers and that's the best story ever.